Hello, YouTube. Good to see you. Hope y'all come. Hey, Dean. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. De Nero. There you go. Good to see y'all. Hey, Jamie Foxx. Good to see y'all. Come on in. Getting ready to talk about some stuff. Hey, Clear Lake. Good to see you. Joe McBride. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. How y'all been? Good to see you, Red Crawler. Good to see you. Barbara, hey there, how you doing? Mark, good to see you. Thanks for coming. I didn't get a chance. I've been pretty busy today, so I didn't get a chance to drop into Sal's stream. So how was it? And is he still streaming? Moody lowering our credit score indicates that we are most likely to default on our debts. That's a good observation there, Barbara. I was wondering if there was very many people caught that. South finish on time. Hey, good. That's good. Thank you, Red Crawler. No, Rocky, it's over. Yeah. Okay, thank you. We just talked smack about you, Rocky. Oh, good. That's good. Hey, Zardoff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe JM will come in today. I like him coming in. That'll be good. Yeah, that's Barbara. You're really we could do that. I don't think they will default, but I think what's going to happen, I think what we're going to see is some more inflation. So let me get my camera on and get into here. Hey, Nickel. Where's the red robe? Yeah, I don't have it on today. Oh no. Barbara got him. Barbara got him. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. When he I was wondering if he was going to get that link before it happened. It was up there. So the dollar is dropping. Yes. You know, Red Crawler, I got some articles I'm going to post after this. How much the dollar? I was surprised. The dollar is down 99 point. Let's see here. I'll have to look at that article again, but I think it was like 99.4. Yeah, it was really low. Also, investors are now not likely to invest in our country. That's bad in many ways. Yes, it is, Barbara. That is so true. And it really is. The dollar is dropping. Yes, it has. It has dropped a lot, Red Crawler. And VP Maybelline is back on track. Here is Maybelline. So did you watch that last game that Caitlin got fouled at the last and they didn't? I can't hear you.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Okay, hang on here just a second.
You're spinning. I see a circle for you. So
A circle. Good Lord.
yeah, there you go. I
Is
see you now.
okay. Is anybody else seen a circle? You ever go to Harry's coin shop? No, Jamie's. I have not been to his coin shop, but I'm going to. I've heard a lot about it, and I got to get time off. I work 6 days a week. Sunday's my only day off, so it makes it tough. It's been a crazy week for everything, I think, this week. So it has. I thought Barbara should come up and chat with us, don't you, Mr. Maybelline?
Yeah. I think she should come up. She's been commenting on my posts, so
I think she ought to come up and talk about this. Because she seemed like she's really up on on she seemed to be pretty much on the actual investors, and she is spot on. The investors are not wanting to put money in this country anymore, so it's really not good. If I come up there, I'll never stop talking. Oh, that's okay, Barbara. You're more than welcome to come up.
I could use a vacation. But India. I mean, one of the few countries that still likes Trump.
Yeah.
And he's ticking them off left and right. And he told Apple not to build any new facilities there to build anything. And he told them if they didn't start building everything in America, he was going to. I heard he was going to tariff them 50%. And then I've heard others say 25. But still, do you know what that would add to the cost of a cell phone?
Oh, it would. Apple phones would go through the roof.
Yeah, 3,000 or 2,500. I mean, I don't know. Everybody had to start buying them used.
Barbara's asking me a question. She says, "What is?" I'm not really sure for what. I'm not sure what she meant.
What? You mean who's to blame?
Yeah, who's to blame? I don't know if she's talking about the economy or what. I think you ought to come up here and yak with us, Barbara. I'll put a link out for you. You can come up and yak, and you can talk to Maybelline.
Does she have an accent? You ever heard her?
I heard her one time on Sal's channel. She
talked like she's from Jersey. Jersey.
No, she had a good voice. I didn't hear it, but that's been some time back. So there you go, Barbara. There's a link if you want to come up.
I wouldn't bet on it, but hey, she might surprise us and come up.
She might. You never know. You don't have to show your face, Barbara. You can just come up and chat. That's what she did before. Was she just come up in Sal's channel and just, hey, John Camper, thank you for coming. She came up there and talked to Sal for a while. I've been trying to get her up here for a while. So shut up, Nickel.
He said, oh.
So it's been really, really busy at the airport. We're getting all the schools are out for summer, and now the traffic is going crazy. She's thinking about it. Yeah, I think she is too, Jamie. I think it'd be great. I'd have a hi. Everybody wants to hear Barbara chat, so it would be really good. So
yeah, tell us what's everything that's going wrong, and I'll amen it or I won't agree with it, but I'm probably going to have to amen a lot of it.
Hey, Master Blaster, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Block him, Barbara. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that would be good if you come up, Barbara. Red, if I block him, I'll miss the fun of those timeouts. Yes, you would. She loves timing you out, Mr. Maybelline.
Yeah, I know.
she had been. You say she'd been coming to your channel and leaving messages and talking.
Yeah, some of my lives. She's been in some of my lives recently. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's a start. We ought to twist her arm and get her up here and let's chat a little bit. Come on, Barbara. Come on. You can do it. I don't know if she will, but it's just for 1 minute. Nickel likes it. Yes. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. She said you like it. You're. I guess you're really having a good time with that being timed out. Barbara says someday. Someday. They say the real Okie draw way of speaking is being lost. I know. I don't think we've heard Nickel speak yet. So I don't hear your Yankee talk.
Mine? No, I'm more Southern.
Oh, okay. Are you from the South?
Well, Southern Indiana. It's we are next to Louisville. Louisville's the gateway to the South, so Louisville is still considered the South.
Yeah, it is. Kentucky's a southern state. Yes, it
Yep.
is.
It was a Confederate state. The president came from the Confederacy, came from Kentucky. So.
Yeah. Do you know where the men in white coats and hoods came from? Do you know what state?
What's the KKK?
Yeah.
What state they originated?
Yep.
I don't know. They were pretty big here in Indiana. Evansville used to be loaded with them. You'd see KKK signs everywhere. I would guess. I will bet and say the first state probably Alabama.
Tennessee.
Really?
Tennessee. That's where it started. Was Tennessee. Yep. That's where it all started, right there in Tennessee. Good old Tennessee. So that's pretty good. But what so I was surprised. Moody was the last one to drop the actual credit rating of the U.S. And I was kind of surprised that they did, because Moody's was kind of like the last of it. And so with them dropping our credit rating is a big deal. And what I'm worried about, and people, they see it drop down, and they don't most people don't really think about it probably, but for them to drop it down, and the reason they dropped it down is the United States debt. We're looking at 37 trillion here real soon,
and we're looking, after this deal went through, we're looking probably at an additional 10 trillion added on to that before it's over.
Exactly. So what worried me is they had a bond sell-off, or tried to do a sell-off, and it didn't turn out too good. And so without anybody buying our bonds, these foreign countries, which I can't blame them for not wanting it, because they don't know if they're going to get their money back or not. But and that's what's going on. The inversion of the 3-month and the 6-month and 1 year, all of those are they're higher than the 10-year. So, and that's what the 10-year is. A Treasury bill is what we determine our finance rates on housing. They do whatever's on the 10-year, they kind of go from there. But what is happening with them down, I do, Rocky, it's going to get worse. Yes, it will get worse. I agree. India kicks the felon's butt. So I heard you were having him over for dinner there, Barbara. He likes people up in that northern area up there. But with the actual rating cut, that means that we are going to pay a higher interest rate on our loans that we have. And so we're already teetering at paying I think that United States in taxes and so forth, they get a little over 2 trillion in taxes and so forth like that per year. So they're already paying nearly over, I think it was $1.1 trillion in interest alone right now. Now, if it goes up any much, we're going to be looking at going into the other trillion that they bring in, and that's not good. I don't know what. I guess they're just going to be printing more and more money, but that worries me because if they do decide to start doing this and nobody's buying our debt, that means that we're going to see higher inflation. Everything, our dollar's getting weaker. With our dollar getting weaker, the people from overseas can bring this stuff into the United States with less dollars. But what happens is when that product, hey Stephanie, thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, Negative, negative, negative. Yeah, it's pretty negative, all right.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, yes. It's with our dollar being not nobody wanting our debt, it's going to create more inflation. And then with inflation, what we're going to see is less. The dollar is already down to 99 point, I think it was 6 is what the last I saw it. I got an article. I'll post it at the end of the live stream. But our dollar has dropped significant in the last, I think, the last 2 months. It's like 6%. And so with it dropping 6%, we're down to 99.6 or something like that. So what that means is when we go to the store and the stuff takes more of our dollars, with it being less money, it's going to cost us more to buy our goods at the store because the dollar's worth less. So Japan had negative rates, and now they are at 3.5. So this week will be an epic in debt market. Yes, that's right, Grid Crawler. You're spot on. And Japan is one of the biggest holders of treasuries.
The biggest. And they're thinking about selling a lot.
Yeah. So
if any deficits they had, they'll probably try to make it up by selling that. And that's bad news. So, and they're getting upset with Trump. They want to make a trade deal, and he's not giving in any. So they're threatening to sell a bunch of U.S. treasuries.
So if they sell these treasuries and nobody wants these treasuries, what's going to happen? The U.S. are going to have to turn the printing machine on and print more money. And here, master blaster, 37 trillion. That is what they want us to see. It's closer to 230 trillion. Yep. So what we're going to see is more inflation. Now, I have seen stuff at the store. It's just every time I go now, stuff is going up. And cans of tuna, stuff that I normally buy because I have a routine of food and stuff that I buy, and everything that I buy is going up. It's really scary. I don't think we're going to go into hyperinflation, but I do feel like we're going to see more inflation, and our dollar is going to get weaker. And I don't know.
9%.
It could be. It could be. It sure could be. It's really getting scary because the normal American citizen that is working 2 jobs, and they're still having a hard time making it because of the inflation is getting so bad. And so it's unbelievable what the inflation is. It's just I shake my head.
The 1950s, a man could work one job, wife stay home, have 2 or 3 or 4 children, raise them, go to the doctor, pay in cash. And you look today where we're at. So how are we better off today with this technology and smartphones and all this computerization? How are we any better off? Because now both people have to work 2 jobs. They're not having kids, or maybe even just one. And they got no money left over after that. They say most people don't even have $500 of cash.
Exactly.
So what happened?
It's just absolutely crazy. Because they were expecting the economy to have a 2% per year, and so
Did you hear?
Dean has got a really good. It's Nixon's fault, and I have to agree with him 100% because in 1971 Nixon took the United States off the gold standard, and what they were doing was trying. All these countries were, hey, son of a silver stacker, how you doing? Thank you for coming. They were actually wanting their gold. They wanted to get paid in gold. So what Nixon was doing was taking us off the gold standard, so they didn't have to pay these foreign countries and taking our gold reserve and paying it out. And I understand why that, but we needed to make more and quit doing so much. Preach it, yes, yeah, I'm preaching it, Dean. That's for sure. So it's very much. It's very much going all the way back to Nixon, 50 years ago. What is 1971? Is that, yeah, it's about 55 years or something like that if you get right down to it. If I can
remember, that was a temporary order. It was, he said that we're temporarily doing away with gold back in the dollar. It was supposed to be temporary, and now you look, 60 years later, it's still there. We have.
Yep. Barbara says she thinks it's my fault. Well, you know what, Barbara, that's really good to look right there. I think you're 100%. It's all my fault. And you know what? The man that has the gold makes the rules. Well, I'm not making any rules, darling, but it's still my fault. Yeah. Lucky Star, I have a feeling that is why all this gold is coming back to the United States, because they've emptied it out. And so it'd be interesting to see if they ever do that.
Did you hear what the European Union did?
No,
Well, Trump is getting rid of all the smart young kids because most of them come from foreign countries. He's attacking Harvard, and he's going to make them all go back home, I guess. 25% of them anyway. And the European Union says we're going to invest $500 million on all those guys, all those kids that he's getting rid of to come to Europe and get grants and all this other stuff there. And believe me, they are the innovators of the future. So
yes.
we're going to lose them. Europe is going to get them, and that ain't going to help the United States any.
Right, so. Right. Well, like I just got my order of $2 bills because I was out of $2 bills, and I just got an order here a couple of weeks ago from the bank, and I've had them ordered since December. Now, why is it taking so long for to get $2 bills? There's nothing really about it, but it's really strange to see all these little things that we took for granted. Just going to the bank and I need to order these and get them in a week or something like that. But it's taken 7 months for me to get these, and so I ran out of those daggum things, and so now I've got some, and I can actually start giving them away again. But it's incredible to see. When you go just take for something granted, like what we're seeing in our economy. And so you got to pay attention really close to what is going on. And when you start looking at what Moody did and what's going on in our world, be your own bank. I agree, Dinar. I agree. Yep. Trump, a $2 bill, Trump $2 bill. There you go, Mark. So the $2 bills are getting really hard to get. And
when does the Fed raise interest rates? They're going to have to raise it. So when are they going to do it?
Well, this is what I really think. The Fed can't raise rates right now. If they raise the rates, it's going to put our economy in a worse tailspin. I think they're going to have to leave them alone because Trump's been really pushing to get them to lower it.
That ain't going to happen.
And I don't think it can, because nobody wants to buy our debt. and they're going to. They have raised the bond prices up a little bit, so they could try and get people to buy them and stuff like that. But it's really a. We need Trump's face on the nickel. That's good, Red.
So, yeah, and boy, if he does raise it, and if they do raise it, they can't raise it. I mean, we're talking the most 0.25. They can't go no higher. And if they do, Trump is going to have a stomping fit. And I said, man, he's going to throw every insult in the book at this guy, Powell. You know, but
it really is. The Fed's really in a really hard predicament because they can't raise the rates. They can't. It'll destroy the economy, and they raise them up so fast that it already destroyed the economy, and so it's really on the downhill. So I think that they're going to have to actually keep it the same. I don't think they're going to lower them, but I think they'll keep them the same because they cannot afford to drop them because nobody wants to buy our debt. And what really needs to happen is, like you said, they need to raise it, but they can't afford to raise it. You know, there's nobody wanting our debt, and so it's just. You got a country that can't pay its debt now, you know?
You think Moody's would downgrade us twice in a year?
I doubt it. I doubt if they'll do it again. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year. Depends on what happens. I'm really curious. July 1st, when the Basel III comes in, and see what that happens, because that's when I don't think it's going to be right away when it starts, but I think you're going to see gold and silver start creeping up because all the central banks are buying gold, and that's what's driving the price up. Our banks here in the United States cannot control gold anymore because it's so far out of their control that they can't keep it down. They'll drive it down a couple of $100, $300, but then it shoots right back up. So they really can't drop. Now silver, they've been doing that to silver. They're keeping it down pretty good, because they've got a bunch of it, and plus, it's not as expensive. But gold is a different kid.
Well, why do you think platinum is going up all of a sudden big?
China has been buying platinum for about 4 years now, really big. And they were seeing that platinum was undervalued, which I feel platinum is undervalued too, because platinum is harder hey, Robert Kemp, good evening. Thank you for coming. The platinum is more scarce than gold is. So, and when I see the price of platinum, I see the price of gold. I can't believe the distance on it because it didn't used to be that way.
Oh, platinum almost always was ahead of gold, but now that's normal times. That's when not right. The exceptional times we're having now with the financial problems and pre-2008. Pre-2008, it was platinum always was higher than gold.
Exactly. JM's in the house. I'm gonna if he wants to come up, I'll put a link out there for him, and we'll get this. See if he wants to come up and chat with you. JM, what we want you to do, I want you to bring, when you come up, I want you to bring Miss Barbara up on we nearly had her talked in. She was really thinking about it, so you really need to bring her when you come up. So,
but there hadn't been no 90 deals in 90 days. I'll tell you that.
No.
He has at most two partial agreements. One with England on the luxury automobiles, and which I think they said how many they sell in America, maybe 10,000. I mean, not many. And then he had a 90-day deal with China, which I think that is going to go south in a hurry if he doesn't lower them when they meet again after 90 days. So,
right.
And he's threatening to go up 50% on Canada, and he attacked Apple personally.
You know, that I don't understand his thinking on that, but he wants to bring industry back to the United States. I understand that, but he needs to look at it in a different way. You know, if you're going to bring your business back to the United States, these companies need some kind of incentive to come back here. Give them really good tax breaks for a long time so they can build their plants and get them going again. It's you just can't demand the company to just do something like that. We still are a free country. And THS says platinum is up $100 in 3 days. I didn't realize that. I haven't been looking at platinum.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Well, it's like this too. If Trump, the advantage China has over the United States, they got one leader forever till he dies. If Trump was president forever, they might look at this a lot different and say, well, he's going to be there now for 20, 30 years. They might be more likely to come and build in the United States and actually manufacture, but he won't.
Right.
He's not going to be here. So I think
we have JM in the house. Thank you, JM. Just letting you know they're
good to see you.
Good to see you too. It's always good to chat with you and stuff like that. And you know, it's so sad. I've been wanting to do all this stuff for my channel, but getting 1 day off a week is not near enough to, you know, I've got so much stuff that I got to catch up on my day off. It's unbelievable. There's just not enough hours in the day for me. So
did you see what Barbara said? She's got a Rolls Royce. You see that?
I did not. You have a Rolls Royce, Barbara?
I tell you what, those are nice freaking automobiles. I've seen them.
They're really, all those cars are they used to be. I don't know about now. At least my Rolls Royce is protected. Okay. you know what, Barbara? That's really good. I hope you have a Rolls Royce. I'm going to fly up there and come and see you. And will you take me a ride in your Rolls Royce? And I'll take you out to dinner. I would feel like I'm special.
I tell you what, I wouldn't mind having one. I mean, they are decently sized. They have everything in there. Of course, it's too much stuff for me. I can't. I'm not a technological person. It'd take me forever to learn it. But man, that thing has everything in it, man. I mean, they are nice. I will have to say they are a nice car. I never hear complaints about Rolls Royces being called back or anything. So they're
really well-made cars. They really are well-made cars.
What they have in it? They have like a V. Is it a V8 or what?
You know, some of them have like V12s and stuff in them. I've only seen like car shows with them. I've never heard one run or anything. So,
can you get a diesel for it?
I don't know. I don't know that much about those cars. Like I said, I've only seen them in car shows. That's all I've ever seen. So, let's ask Barbara. Hey, Barbara, what year is your Rolls Royce? I would love to know. Can I come to your house and we'll go out to dinner in your Rolls Royce? Yeah, Clear Lake, you're right. It'd be hard for me to fly anywhere. That is so true. They got a big old ball and chain on my leg. You know, I feel like I'm married, you know. Lordy. A 56 presidential. That would be nice, THS. Yeah, that would. I don't drive it much. I bet you don't. You know what? Why don't we, does it start and drive right now, Barbara? I would love to see it. Can you send me a picture of it? I don't blame her. You know, a Rolls Royce, I don't know what year it is or that much about it, but I would be very proud to own it. It only has 36,000 miles. What year is it, Barbara? Do you know? Lordy. I bet her Rolls Royce belonged to her parents and they gave it to her. A 2005? Holy crap.
Nice.
I bet it's a smooth ride.
Oh yeah.
They're a heavy car. They're well built.
Yeah. The best ride I've ever been in was a Cadillac. Let's see, what year was it? 86, I think. Cadillac. It was the smoothest ride I ever been in.
I was in a Jaguar XJ12, and that had what do you call? I think it's the air suspension in it, and that thing was super smooth. Like you could go over train tracks and everything. You hardly feel it at all.
Oh, I bet. I've owned two Jaguars, and I had a 86 XJ6 and I had a 89 XJ6, and I love both of those cars. They were heavy cars, and I loved them, and I hated to get rid of them because when I was married, both of them were black, and they matched each other. They were black with leather, tan leather interior, and I loved them. Hey,
No,
Steve. See,
it was his and hers. Was it a his and hers deal?
Yeah. Well, I bought the 85 first, and then I turned around and bought the 89 later when I got married, and she loved it because she drove that daggum. She loved that XJ6. I mean, I loved it. Yeah, it was quite the ride. It was very good. Then when I had kids and stuff like that, I had to get rid of it. I got her a black van. it was not her particular what she wanted, you know.
Now, Rocky, I wonder if you and Nickel have checked out the Cadillac Blackwing.
I have not.
That is on my list. What about the Cadillac V?
Now I love Cadillacs. Those the Cadillac the two-door Cadillacs have that. They put the Corvette engine in those Cadillacs.
That's great.
They run really well. Yeah, Mark, I shouldn't have got married. I agree. I was doing just fine without being married. But, you get married and kids and all that kind of stuff. So, but it is what it is. You live and learn.
That's your idealistic stage, and then you get realistic.
Hey, Steve LaPointe, how you doing? Go carnivore. You'll feel great after 30. You know what, Steve? I love meat, and I think I'll sit down and do a 30-day meal of meat like that. I like that thought. That would be good. But let's get back to the subject of what we were talking about, like with Moody's doing this. And so, you think about this, it's going to be more expensive for the U.S. to borrow money now. And with their credit rating, it's just like you and I. If we went out and got a loan and our credit was not that good, we're going to pay a higher interest rate than good credit. So we're going to see higher interest rates. So they're already having the issues with paying that interest rate now. So all you need is love. Yes, that's true, Barbara. Yeah, that is true. So Barbara, there you go. Are you going to give me a ride in your car if I come up there and take you out to dinner? We're going to go out to eat in your car? Maybe I need to be your chauffeur. I'll be your pool boy too.
That kind of, what that looks like? That looks like a 4-door Porsche, don't it?
Sure does.
The back end does a little bit. It's track ready, rear wheel drive, like Rocky said, with the Corvette engine in it. But to me, it's a sleeper. So that's a picture of the Cadillac Blackwing.
Okay, how much?
That's a Blackwing. Okay.
Are they 54,000?
It's more like $100,000.
Woo wee!
Yeah.
Is that new $100,000 or is that?
Brand new. Yeah.
Brand new.
That's Cadillac, Steve.
You know, I really, the two doors, I think they call those the STVs or some SVTs or something like that.
Yep.
And yeah, Dean, I sure can be her chauffeur, that's for sure. And you know, maybe I need to take some time off and let Barb know I'm coming up there, and we'll go out to eat in her Rolls Royce. I've never been in one except at coin shows, car shows. Good Lord. But I like that. I like that car. I don't care for that color, but on a car like $100,000 car, that blue does not go good for me. I like a conservative color. Can we change the color there, JM? Can we go with like a black or a red or something?
Sure. Just give me a minute.
Thank you there so much. I want to see, because I like Cadillacs. So.
Well, throw in a chauffeur too.
So I'm going to have to ship my Cadillac Blackwing up there and pick Barb up. We're going to go to the out to eat. Only folks judge mega folks. There you go. I'm trying to keep up with the talk and the chat too, and so it's really interesting to see someone say they got a Rolls Royce like that. Rocky can't park in a restaurant, won't be there when they come back. You know, you're probably right, Clear Lake. I'll have to have some type of guards around the car so I can get it out of there. So it's that's for sure. And so, but anyway, to back to Moody's and what's going on. And I really think we're going to see next 6 months, we're going to see probably some more inflation, like you said, maybe 9% go up, and we're going to see that. And I think you're going to get it leveled out here before long, and they'll get it leveled out. And Barb's that's Mark, and so it. on that aspect of it, because it's just, you know, because all these people are dumping treasury bonds, T-bills and bonds, are dumping them, and they're going into gold, and gold is flying off the shelf pretty doggone fast. And the gold has been coming up for delivery at the COMEX and the LBNA really fast, and so they can't. It's getting so bad that the LBNA is like, I think I've said this once before, they're like 6-8 weeks out for delivery on their product. So that tells me right there that people are big wigs, are the big whales that are getting in there and buying all this gold. Are you leaving, Mark? Yeah, Mark.
Even Goldfield and Road Gold, it's worth more than silver right now.
Right. Well, you know, India is buying tons of silver. And, you know, the people in India and some other countries have been buying gold jewelry, and they're using jewelry for trade. And so it's all good, you know, as far as doing that. But I mean, jewelry can be, you know, you can have 14 karat or 18 karat. I guess you have to have an acid test to check it before you buy it, right?
Well,
there you go, JM. Look at that license plate on the back of that thing too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a working plate.
Very nice.
I like that car. Can you deliver that at my house there, JM?
Absolutely. Yeah, you won $20 million plus a free Cadillac. All you have to do is send me $50,000 for the taxes.
Oh.
and then it will be delivered to your house.
Exactly. So here again, to protect ourselves from what's going on with the United States government, and try, I would, you're not going to get rich off of it, and it's just my own opinion. I'm still bullish on gold and silver. I think we're still going to see it go up. It's made its dive. It went down like $300 and went back up, which I figured it would do. I think we're going to see it jump up some more, and especially since in another month when the Basel III goes online, I think you'll see it start going up again. It's been kind of flat here lately, so thank you, JM. I like that car.
You're welcome.
So that would be
it'd be on the top of my list. If I won 10 or 20 million dollars and I just wanted a nice all around car, that would be on the top of my list.
Yes, I agree with you. Clear Lake has got a good he says, not giving the bank any of my change either. That's funny you say that, because in 2020 they were complaining that they didn't have enough change. So I went up there and I had a big old bank bag, and it had pennies, nickels, dimes, everything. So I went there and started rolling it, and I took over $100 worth of change to the bank. I gave it back to them so they could have change, but I really regret that now. I wish I'd have hung on to it. Steve C is saying a C8 ZR1. Yeah, that would be a sweet engine to have. That would be I've seen a few of those driving around here, and I would those things are quite the car,
They are. The only thing I don't like about them is that they're so low to the ground.
Oh yes.
You try to do your grocery getting and driving around town. Every time you drive into a driveway that's got like a 20-degree angle on it or something, you got to
right
come in at an angle and go like quarter of a mile an hour.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, they are very, and I guess they have to do that because my Corvette that I built an engine for it was a 74 that I changed the graphics on it, or body style. I went with an 82 rear end, the 82 front end, a Daytona nose and stuff like that. Well, I've had that up at 140 on the freeways, and that vet at 140 wants to take off. You can feel the front end trying to pick up. So I've got to try and do like an air dam or scoop or something like that to keep the car on the ground in front. That's a runner right there. That car has got some. I built that motor.
Yeah, that'll approach 200 miles an hour if the transmission can do it without you redlining, right?
Right. And it at 140, it still had a lot more to go. I didn't like the way the front end was feeling, because I could feel it lifting up just like that. Yeah. And I thought, I don't want to lose this car. And so I just kind of slowed it back down. But, it's just, it's really, it's really something to drive that fast. So, you got to have your car, the tires, everything has got to be perfect when you start doing that kind of speed. So, people don't realize once you start hitting over 120 or so, I mean, just like my bike, I've been up to 110 on my Harley, and it's 110 miles an hour with the wind hitting you. Feels like you're hitting an air wall. It is something else to hit like that fast.
Yeah.
It's totally different. So
similar to when you're in a boat too, right? Speed on the water seems 3 times as fast as on the road. Yeah,
it does. And and that water, you're hitting that water, and the daggum thing is it's going up like that. And the fastest I've ever been on water was 80, and that was plenty fast for me. I felt out of control with that, because
even 35 is fast on the water.
Yes. And I didn't like it. I only did that once with a friend of mine that had a jet boat, and I never got back in it. I was thankful I got back to the shore. I can tell you that. That was a scary feeling, because you're out. I cruise slow in my roll. I bet you do, Barbara. So Barbara, are you gonna take me out to the restaurant and your rolls, and we'll go have dinner? We'll go to McDonald's, someplace cheap that I can afford. Go to McDonald's drive-thru in a rolls. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Sure. Are you kidding me, Barbara? I wouldn't be caught dead at McDonald's. No, we'd have to go to a nice restaurant that's got arrogant little waitresses and waiters and stuff like that. I want some of the New York's finest stuff up there. So
if you want snobs, you better go to a French restaurant.
Frank, I'm not much into. Hey there, Beto. Thank you. You too, Nickel. Beto saying hi. Thanks for coming, brother. Lucky Star, I do the same thing. Everything for relief. There you go. Yeah, you've been going through hell, Mark. You've been going through a lot. So out in the Hamptons. Oh, okay.
I wonder what car Caitlin Clark has. I don't know that.
I don't know either. I have no idea.
She's probably got one of those SUV that's a Cadillac. That she looks kind of like that type of person.
Well, if I had a Cadillac, it'd be the 2-door. Yep. There you go, Steve. Yes. And so the
maybe a Jeep.
Do what?
Maybe a Jeep.
A Jeep?
Yeah, she might have a Jeep.
Who's that? Barbara?
Caitlin Clark.
Oh, Caitlin. Oh, okay. I have no clue. Stevie, no way. Something Nickel don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that. I need to research.
Yeah, I would love to know what kind of car she's got. That'd be that's for sure. That's for sure. You know what? It's let's see how many's in here today. I'm going to do it a little early tonight. I want to do it. I don't want to do it at the same time. I'm going to start doing it different. 15 watching, man.
Ooh, look at that Rolls Royce. Woo! Wait.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Is that a 05 there, Jim?
That is. I have a feeling that's very similar to what Barb's cruising around in.
Barb, can you see that Rolls Royce? Is that what yours looks like, Barb? We can do it. Okay, there we go.
I wouldn't get black. I'd get green with have the spot, the paint when you get the little spots in it. I'd have silver spots with green. That's what I would want.
Nice.
That's a nice looking car.
This may be a little controversial, but I'm really proud, actually, Barb, because it seems to me that that's the type of vehicle I'd see President Trump driving around in.
Exactly, Barb. Yes, she says that's hers. You know what? I would be honored to ride in your car, Barbara. Do I need to get in a tux to ride in that car, or can I just wear my blue jeans? How do I need to dress for you, Barb? Master Blaster, hey there you go. I'm still here. Hey, there you go, Master Blaster. I like the Bel Airs, yes. A diesel Duramax Caddy. I didn't know they even made one, Steve. That's interesting. A Duramax Caddy. Jeans and a wife beater. Dinar, that would be a wife beater. That'd be some. I wear my tiara. Oh hell. Does that mean I got to wear my my work uniform or something like that so I look important, or what would you like me to wear, Barbara? I got to know more about this.
One of those tuxedo T-shirts would be fine, I think. The
That's
T-shirt that looks like a tux.
Okay, let's see here. We only got 15 watching. I'm really disappointed. This is 15 watching. So we'll do like 1 through 25. Let me go back and check, make sure nobody's cut that out. And yeah, we got 15 watching. And so we'll go back and we'll get that in there. Okay. So Plymouth Roadrunner. Yes, I like that. Now you're talking my kind of cars. Yep. It's like me and my Corvettes. I love Corvettes. I've always liked Corvettes. It's a holiday. Yeah. Master Blaster, I work tomorrow, so I'll be thinking about all the people that are off work and making sure that I get my people back and forth home safe. So I just.
But if you could have any Corvette, brand new, restored, whatever, what would you want to have?
I would probably take a 63 split window.
Yep. Those are nice.
I want a fueler.
That's what I want.
They only made those for 1 year, and that is, the fuel injection system for that was bad to the bone. Not worth getting. Hard to, they are getting hard. A 67. Steve, I'm going to tell you something. I have in my shop a 68 427 that came out of a three deuce Corvette. Triple timer. Yes. Yeah. How'd you know? Dadgummit, Lucky Star. Yes. That's exactly right. So let's go 1 through 25, and I'm gonna say start.
I got the number already.
All right, and we're going to start. So start now with the numbers. Let's see who's going to win this week. I finally got all the stuff I can ship out stuff. Jamie's 11, Steve's. Let's see. I'm gonna guess your number. So I'll wait till everybody's got their number down there, so I can make sure nobody. 1 through 25. Make sure Carbone's got 69. So I'll wear my 69 T-shirt in your car. Barbara, I'm going to send you an email, darling. We're going to go out to eat. I'm going to fly up there and we're going to go out to eat, darling. All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess that's everybody that's guessing. So 1 through 25. All right, I'm going to put stop up there. Rocky 69. Yeah, there you go. That's it. There you go. All right, we're going to go stop. Eagle Steve came in there in 25. All right, there we go. All right, thank you, JM. There we go. All right, I think we got everything. What number we got there, Mr. Maybelline? Scored 18 points. All right, who's got 18? Let's see who's the closest to 18. Oh, Steve LaPointe, 17. That's pretty close. Without going over, Master Blaster, 19, 16, 13. I think we got Steve LaPointe.
I think
he is the closest to win. So we're going to give Steve LaPointe, we're going to send him a gold bar and some other stuff. And there's a gold bar. And so he won a gold bar and a silver bar. So we'll send that out. And I'm going to give you my email. And there's a bunch of mail in there going out. So
they're saying that Clark has a Lexus. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they're reliable, that's for sure. They are reliable.
All right. Steve LaPointe. Oh, you have okay. Yes, email me your address so I can send that to you. So I'll get it all in the mail. It won't go out till tomorrow, but and the mail ain't running, so I'll have to. It'll probably go out Tuesday. So, and there's a bunch more going out. I had a stack of them going out, and so we got a bunch of stuff going out. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed today at the fun. Hit that like, love button, and be sure and share this out as many people as you can, because YouTube has been kind of nice to me here lately. They're actually giving me some brownie points. So let's keep it up. I got to be really careful what I say. And thank you, Barbara. Thank you. You know, Barbara, I'm going to send you an email, and we'll chat about going out there getting a ride in your Rolls Royce. I'd love that. So that would be awesome. So I'll have to see what airline I have to fly on up there, because it won't be on the one I work. They don't fly there, so I'll have to figure it out. But anyway, we'll figure it out.
What is with Nickel? Steve C says with Nickel. What was that over?
With Nickel, Steve's. I'm not sure. Yo, Nickel, Steve, Eagle Steve, yo, Nickel. Good night, everyone. Hey, Beto, thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you, THS. Thank you. I trying to keep this thing going, and YouTube is finally getting off my neck. And John, Robert Kemp, you have one coming to you too. And there's quite a few that I stacked that I mailed off. So we'll get it all done. Zardoff, thank you very much, everybody that's here. And we're going to sign off and say thank you very much for coming. And Jan, thank you so much.
Let me tell Barbara, she was concerned I wouldn't get enough vegetables in my diet. I will let her know I had some green tea today. She said I couldn't count green tea. Yes, I'm counting that as a veggie. She said, you can't count that as a veggie. All right.
Right. Oh, Lord. All right. Well, good night, everybody. We're going to stop and end this tonight. We are at 6 o'clock, and we will see everybody and see you next week. I'll have a little better show next week. I got some good stuff planned, and we will see you. Thank you.
Later, everybody.
Later. Bye-bye.